Tonight, live from Miami, the ultimate battle between the towering giants of social media. It's YouTubers versus TikTokers in a battle for the ages. There's no hiding behind your phone. No, now it's face to face. And the only thing thrown here are uppercuts, jabs, and knockout punches.
Let's do it.
And it all happens here in Hard Rock Stadium. It's a gladiator battle for internet supremacy, all leading to tonight's main event. YouTube superstar Austin McBroom against TikTok titan Bryce Hall.
Why do you think? Because
who will emerge victorious? This is Social Gloves Battle of the Platform. And now our host, Charlemagne the God.
Yeah. Welcome to Miami, the MIAO, the 305, where the action tonight is going to be as unpredictable as the weather. It just got done pouring here. It was raining hard. So we're going to get this show going before Mother Nature changes her mind again. Now, when I heard that YouTube and TikTok stars were going to be beating the hell out of each other in a boxing ring and not just talking tough to each other on social media, and it's going to happen in Miami, I said, sign me up. Okay, this is Social Gloves, Battle of the Platforms, live from Hard Rock Stadium, all right? They're going from making noise on their platforms to putting up, shutting up, and slugging it out right here in our ring. Now, we've got a crazy lineup of matches tonight, and these guys are fired up to prove themselves in the ring. Let's face it, they got a lot of other ways of making money besides getting punched in the face, okay? They're legit athletes who've been training their asses off. Well, some of them. But this ain't no street fight. They got to play by the rules, same as the pros. Even yesterday's weigh-in was filled with fight drama, as it should have been. The bout between Ryland Storms and Tanner Fox has been scratched from tonight's card. That's right, canceled, okay? Coming up, we'll have an interview with Tanner to get his side of the story. Now, each fight is a sanctioned exhibition, judged and scored by experts, so I know we're going to see some really killer matchups tonight, all right? You don't want to miss a single bout, so order your pay-per-view live stream now at socialgloves.livebylive.com. Plus, we've got a dream team together to bring you all of tonight's battles. First, let's meet our expert ringside commentators. YouTube personality Keemstar, professional bare-knuckle boxer Paige Van Zant, and veteran boxing commentator, the coach himself, Jonathan Coachman. What's happening, people?
Charlemagne, it's great to be here. And if you would have told any of us 5 years ago that we'd have a night at Hard Rock Stadium between YouTubers and TikTokers, we probably would have told you were crazy. But if you have 1 million followers, you need not apply. That's on the low end tonight for all these huge social media stars. Now, we've got 7 fights on the docket. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be watching tonight. 2 in our first 3 hours. We'll start with Ryan Johnson and KL Siraj. Then Landon McBroom, the younger brother of Austin McBroom, will take on Bid Azalard. He's only 19 years of age. Tanner Fox, Ryland Storms, that will not happen tonight. We will hear from Tanner Fox on exactly why he is not fighting. Then FaZe Jarvis, Michael Lee, they will kick off the pay-per-view at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Then DDG and Nate Wyatt will go toe-to-toe. Then Deji and Vinny Hacker. Then in our co-main event of the evening, Kib taking on Taylor Holder, who has sparred with Canelo Alvarez. And then in our main event, 2 absolute megastars in Austin McBroom and Bryce Hall. So Keemstar, I want to start with you. These are normally the biggest stars in their own world, but tonight they throw that aside and they've got to step in here.
Well, it all goes down in that ring, and the one thing, it doesn't matter how big you are, how popular you are, if you go down in that ring, you are a meme.
We don't want to be a meme.
Absolutely not.
And we don't want to be a GIF either. And if there's anybody that knows about double duty as far as a big social media following and getting in the octagon, it would be Paige Van Zant. So what's going through the mind of these social media stars as they get set to duke it out?
Oh, absolutely. I get nervous. I'm a professional fighter. I go in there, and that's my main job. These guys, this is not their main job. They're stepping away from their career to throw down for their fans. It's absolutely amazing. I know they're nervous, so let's hope the nerves can settle and we can see some amazing fights tonight.
10 million, 20 million, 30 million followers for some. This is no joke, and we have you covered top to bottom. Right now, let's send it back to the TikTok locker room, and that's where Emily Austin is standing by. Emily, good evening.
Thanks, guys. All throughout the night, I'm going to be here in the TikTok locker room with all of our Team TikTok fighters. Ben, you're going up against Landon McBroom on Team YouTube. What do you think gives you the advantage going in?
Thank you, first of all. I want to say probably my reach. I'm taller than him. I'm younger than him. I think in boxing a big thing is reach and height, and I think I have that. Well, I know I have that over him, so that's my advantage.
Bryce, there's been so much talk about your main event matchup with the other McBroom, Austin. What's your main strategy?
I'm just going in there to knock out an old guy.
Well, we've heard from Team TikTok. Now let's head over to the Team YouTube locker room with Marcos Villegas.
Thank you for that, Emily. Here with the Fighting Brothers McBroom. I know you guys are really big on family. You guys are having to do this, experience this together. What does this moment mean for you guys? And are you guys nervous for one another at all?
Got it. We're both not nervous at all. We've been training for the last 3-4 months, going extra hard, been in the gym, doing 2-a-days. We're ready for this moment.
Exactly what he said. No, I'm not nervous at all. Like I said, I think I have the easiest opponent on the card, and I think I'm going to have the quickest, easiest fight of the card.
You think you have the easier opponent than me?
We're like tied.
Okay.
I will say that.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. I know both of you guys are locked in for this. Good luck here tonight. Let's go ahead and take it over to Charlamagne the God in the live zone.
Everybody looks focused. Okay, our first bout of the night is right around the corner. We got Kale Suraj from TikTok and Ryan Johnston from YouTube. They're about to get into the ring and establish right from the get which platform will be the one to beat. All right, let's get the deep dive and analysis for this fight from our ringside team.
All right, Charlamagne, thank you very much. Now, I'm going to start with you on the Ryan Johnston side of it. He says, I just got to be me. He's coming all the way from Montreal, Canada. Kind of give us a little background on what we should expect tonight.
Well, there's a little controversy because he had to go through a qualifier with Nick Ireland, another YouTuber, and people were saying Nick might have won. So he's going to have to prove in this ring tonight that he deserved the spot by walking away with a W.
He told us that he's been training his butt off for Kale Suraj, and I'm going to come over to you because Kale is known for dancing. He's known for his skits. But you got to put that aside here tonight. Am I right, baby?
Absolutely. I mean, there's an element of dance and movement and athleticism that does work in the boxing ring, but you got to put that aside. When you're getting punched in the face, all of your athleticism can go out the window. If you don't have a game plan going into this, we could see some guys in trouble. So I'm hoping they all trained, they have an idea of what they're going in there to do, and they all perform to the best of their ability.
We have star power everywhere tonight. You've already seen Charlamagne the God. You've already seen Paige and Keemstar. We've got Michael Buffer here tonight. And we also have Fuzi, who's going to be doing our ring announcing. But for now, let's send it back to Charlamagne the God.
That's right. Now, I know it's not a lot of rules on YouTube and TikTok, but we got rules tonight, okay? Each of tonight's matchups are comprised of 5 2-minute rounds with 3 ringside judges scoring on a 10-point must system. Standing 8 count is in effect, and fighters cannot be saved by the bell, plus the 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Now, they say a fighter's first chance to intimidate an opponent is with their big entrance. Let's see who brings it right out of the gate. And to make that happen, please welcome our official ring announcer, YouTube star, and a fighter himself, Fuzi. Take it away.
Miami, how y'all feeling today? For our first bout of the night, representing Team TikTok, Kale Suraj!
Everybody at ringside, but the closer he gets to the ring, Keemstar, the more nervous he's going to get.
Well, he looks pretty confident right now. Cowboy Kale, he's from the country. Expect some haymakers.
I'm super excited for it tonight because We literally, Paige, have no idea what we're going to expect. And right now, I'm not sure Kale knows what to expect.
No, and that's the thing. Going into these fights, you know, these guys, we don't know what to expect. You can typically tell a fighter's style about their past fights, the past experiences. We absolutely don't know what's going to happen. Maybe an even bigger star will be born tonight, a fighter that's going to be a star. We could see it.
Yeah, we're going to have to see this one. I'm super, super excited. I'll tell you this about this kid, Cal. He said that he just started training a week ago. Is he joking? Is that the truth? We're about to find out.
And now, representing Team YouTube, Ryan Johnston!
He is the brother of YouTuber Catherine Paez, who is the wife of Austin McBroom. Team, there are so many family dynamics that are happening here tonight, and it starts in our very first fight.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of the controversy with this. They were saying he was the brother-in-law of Austin McBroom. Is that why he won the qualifier? Like I said before, I mean, he's going to have to go in and show that he absolutely deserves a spot in this ring tonight.
What an incredible scene here with the Native American dancers that are leading Ryan out. This is fun.
This is absolutely amazing. Like, this is inspiring. This is what gives you goosebumps. We're preparing for battle. He's got his warriors with him, and I'm excited to see what happens. I can definitely tell he looks like he was prepared for a fight.
And some of these YouTube and TikTok stars have bigger entourages than DJ Khaled, let's be honest.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know if you've seen the weigh-in, but it went down with those sponsors.
Over 2 million followers on YouTube. And if you thought you were going to tune in tonight, and by the way, this first hour is free. Welcome to everybody. Pay-per-view, top of the hour at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you thought that these YouTubers and TikTokers were not going to take this seriously, you would be mistaken. Because you wouldn't know, Paige, that these are not seasoned fighters by the way they're reacting to the moment.
These guys are taking every second of the moment, and that's the thing. They're used to pressure. They're used to fame. So that element, the nerves are taken away. Now all they have to focus on is fighting.
All right, Keem, when you look at Ryan Johnston, what do you see in his face? What do you see in his eyes?
Well, I can tell you this. He has an amazing haircut. I don't know if you've seen this going in, but he's got an amazing cut. I don't know who did that, but I hope he tipped the barber.
This is a man who at the age of 20 was completely blind. He had a very difficult eye disease. He had a surgery and then miraculously was able to see again.
Unbelievable to come back from something like that and then be in the ring boxing someone.
Oh, it's absolutely commendable just to overcome something like that and be where he is today. It's absolutely amazing.
All right, Paige, let's take a look at the tail of the tape for our opening contest here tonight in Miami. And you see the ages 28 and 23. The heights are very similar. What do you make of this matchup?
You know what? There's a slight reach advantage to Ryan Johnston. Let's see if he uses that. Let's see if he's been practicing enough to capitalize on a slight reach advantage. Other than that, I see the tail of the tape virtually identical when it comes down to fight-wise.
Okay, now from a social media standpoint, when you look at the followers, how seriously do the followers take this tonight?
Oh, they're taking it super serious. I mean, if you're going and subbing to someone, if you're a fan of someone, you want to see your hero win. One thing I think we can expect from Cal is he's going to be rushing this whole time. So the reach might not matter. Or maybe it will.
Five rounds, there's only 2 minutes. Paige, they don't have the normal 3 minutes to get ready for just getting into it tonight. It's got to be from the jump.
Well, they don't. And in the UFC, it's 5-minute rounds. Here in boxing, typically it's 3-minute rounds. They're doing 2-minute rounds, which I can expect that they're going to be at a full sprint pace, right? This is a sprint. This isn't a marathon. They got 5 minutes or 5 rounds of 2 minutes of action to sprint here. And let's see if their cardio can hold up.
We're having a slight delay as there's been some issues, as you can see, with the headgear that the fighters will wear tonight. Because it's an exhibition, because it is amateur, they will wear headgear tonight. As a competitor, would you like to have the headgear or not?
You know what? I would be okay with this because this is actually wrestling headgear. This is not boxing headgear.
I thought something was wrong because I've seen the boxing headgear and you can't even see the fighter anymore. I mean, this is nice. I like this.
You know what? And I hope this is only going to protect their ears at this point. But for us as fans, I do like this. This is going to make a more exciting matchup. We're going to see a little bit more action of their faces and everything without the huge boxing headgear on.
Ryan Johnson, he says he's very spiritual. He's very family oriented. You could just see him over there in the corner, now in the middle of the ring.
And through all this moment, you know, and in fights, you're going to have weird layups like this. You forget your mouth guard. You forget to take an earring out. This moment still can make or break the fighter. Are your nerves going to stay? Are you going to lose that adrenaline dump? You can adrenaline dump before the fight even begins. So let's hope that even through all of this, everybody's keeping their energy up and they're staying focused, not losing sight of what they're supposed to do.
And Kim, you got to understand, these are not, when Paige says they can adrenaline dump very quickly, they're not used to this. And a seasoned fighter would be, but they're not, so they come out ready to go, and then they got to wait a little bit.
Yep. Well, I mean, I hope we see action right away. I did talk to Ryan in the elevator at the hotel, and I asked him about the fight, and he said it's all about the experience. So he was calm, collected, and he feels very confident tonight.
Well, you can see Kale Siraj still working on that headgear.
Hopefully this just builds the anticipation for the fans, everybody tuning in. We're about to get live to some amazing action kicking off here on the free portion.
All right, so we're also, you can see the gloves, 16 ounces. There's always different weights of gloves. What do you make of the heaviness of the gloves?
Absolutely. So I am a professional bare knuckle boxer. That means I go in, no gloves on. I have nothing to protect my hands. It's just your fists. 16-ounce gloves is huge. They are going to be able to hit each other extremely hard, and they're not going to take a lot of damage on their head or their faces. So I think that's going to allude to more action, right? The punches aren't going to hurt as bad. It's not going to be as painful for these fighters. But it does give them the leeway to hit as hard as they can without the fear of breaking their hands.
All right, so there won't be any bare knuckle fighting tonight, but for both of these fighters, you can't tell them right now, Keem, that this is not as real as it absolutely gets. And for either fighter, this delay is not good.
Oh, it's not good at all. He's on his second headset or wrestling helmet right now.
Second set of headgear, but you know what? I see him. He still looks calm and collected, focused.
I don't think the mullet is fitting in the helmet the right way.
Well, I saw a lot of his videos that he posted leading up to this event, and he was training without any headgear on, which is not a possibility tonight.
And I'll tell you, there's a big difference sparring without headgear and sparring with headgear. I hate sparring with headgear. It makes you not really able to see the punches coming. You're not seeing as much. Your eyesight is a little bit off. I don't like wearing headgear. So having it on and not training with it is an element that I don't know that he should have prepared in that aspect.
All right, well, we are set for our first fight of the night. Let's send it up to our ring announcer, Fuzi. Fuz?
Welcome to the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami and the ultimate showdown between the titans of social media. Two platforms enter, but only one will leave victorious. This is Social Gloves, Battle of the Platforms, available only on pay-per-view. A gracious thank you to our governing body, ISKA, and to the ringside judges, Lorenzo Hunt, Coach Chuck, and former world champion, Keon Wilson. Your referee for this bout, Big Chris Edgehill. And now, in the blue corner, representing Team TikTok, weighing in at 158 pounds with 4.9 million TikTok followers from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the muser of TikTok, Kale Siraj.
Hey, fucking me with this. Hey, fucking me. Y'all gotta fix this. That's right there.
And in the red corner, representing Team YouTube, weighing in at 156 pounds, boasting 2.5 million subscribers. Let's go! A proud Canadian, the Maradar from Montreal, Ryan Johnston!
Let's go! Let's go! Guys to the center. When the rules in the dressing room, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the corner I tell you to go to, and wait for me to call you out. Any questions? Touch them up, let's go.
So Keemstar Page, you can tell that at least the early arriving crowd here is a very Ryan Johnston biased crowd from the reaction we got from Foose.
You know, it's different with these platforms with fans. With YouTube, you have real loyal fans. With TikTok, not so much, and you're going to see that a lot tonight.
We are live, and can I tell you, you know, I always tell of a fighter series based on the eye contact, and Siraj wasn't making a whole lot of eye contact, so that makes me nervous for him here, but great movement so far. I do like the way he's moving, tons of head movement, in and out.
Ryan Johnson told us in the fighter meetings that he has run into, big shot, big shot from Kale Siraj.
Cowboy Kale with that over punch, oh wow.
Siraj seems extremely confident, but he does need to keep his hands up.
Well, Ryan Johnson told us that he thought Kale Siraj looked very scared in the hotel. Said that he walked away from him every time they would confront each other in the hotel lobby.
I heard that too, but we're not seeing it right now.
Johnson.
Oh, big left hand.
That's a check left hook. Beautiful. Coming with an uppercut. I can see a little bit of wear and tear already on Siraj's nose.
Well, they're both smiling. They both clearly are very comfortable. And I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised at how comfortable they do look here in this first round.
Yeah, it's looking good, but Cal's looking furious.
Good overhand right.
Goodness.
And that's that, when you're inside the pocket, you need to be throwing. You need to be either moving your head or you need to be throwing your hands. That's where it's a really dangerous just to be in the pocket without any movement.
Two big right hands so far for Kale Siraj, and he's starting to feel himself a little bit. He's known for his dancing, moving around, and now he's really starting to do that.
That's his go-to. I mean, he's been looking for it all night. We've seen him connect with two, and he sits back and he's just trying to set that up over and over.
I would really like if Johnson would put a little bit more combos together. He's coming in, he's capitalizing with one punch here and there, but if he could put a few combos together, his hands are faster than Siraj's.
Remember, it's only 2-minute rounds here for 5 rounds in each of these 7 fights scheduled for tonight. 2 here in this first hour, free to all of our viewers, and then our pay-per-view, top of the hour live. Pretty good first round, guys.
I loved that action. Honestly, that was extremely impressive. Both of them came out with an aggressive pace, but they didn't get too ahead of themselves, right? They didn't get too aggressive to where they're putting themselves completely out of position.
Yeah, honestly, you know, I was expecting defense in this first round, and that is not what we've seen.
Back out, okay? When he back, give him some water. Clean your mouth, please.
Good corner work, getting that mouthpiece out.
Guys, drink some more. Wash your mouth out.
All right, so that's the Ryan Johnston. Let's look at some of the action from early on. How about the big right hand from Johnston, and then Siraj right back?
Absolutely, and see, that final cross is the one that mattered. There was a few punches that landed, but the shot that landed was that final right. Here we got a good hook that landed.
Well, so here is the other big straight right.
Full straight right.
From Kale Siraj. That was nice.
The back.
So we're going to have Foose be kind of our ringside unofficial scorer throughout the evening. And I'd be interested to see how he scored that first round. Foose, how'd you score that?
You know what, guys? I gave that round to Kale at a 10-9. I think Ryan started out as the aggressor, but Kale just was more active throughout that round. We'll see what happens going into round 2.
Thank you, Foose.
Yeah, I can agree with that. You know what? And it is, too, yeah, the punches have to land, but they have to matter, right? They need to be effective shots that actually cause damage. And I do see more damaging shots out of Siraj thus far. But if Johnson could throw his hands, he is the faster fighter.
Okay.
Beautiful combo.
Good back and forth from both Johnston and Siraj. Johnston in the white trunks and Siraj in the red.
When Cal gets in trouble, it seems like he turns into a tornado and just starts throwing anything.
And that's the thing is Johnson, he does look like the more composed fighter here, but Siraj is landing. He's coming in with haymakers like a tornado, and he's the one actually landing shots that are counting.
Now he's on the ropes. He's in trouble. Let's see.
Siraj is throwing some of his punches with ill intentions, Paige.
Absolutely. All of his punches are coming with ill intentions. I can see that he's almost looked a little scared on part of it, but he's coming forward and just swinging.
Well, he's doing the classic close your eyes and pray method that we see so many times from amateur fighters.
And that's what this is, right? It's like the amateur level show. You get to have a full, exciting fight of cards because it's not quite as technical, but they're putting their heart and soul out there, so you know that you're going to have a lot of action.
Do you ever see that work, though? Close your eyes and swing for the fences?
Rarely, Gabe, rarely does that work. Big shot there.
Jab there. There's our 10 seconds. Another beautiful
big
jab.
Straight right from Kale Siraj.
He made Johnson pay for that one.
What's that?
And then Kale Siraj says, "What's that? What's that?" Well, that was a hit after the bell is exactly what that was. As you can see, this crowd still filing into Hard Rock Stadium. Paige Van Zandt, Keemstar, I am the coach. Fousey also with us here at ringside. Charlemagne the God. We've got the TikTok locker rooms and YouTube locker rooms covered as well. Let's listen into the corner.
You get him in the corner, you keep him. We work on that. Okay? You want some water? Yeah. Let's get on the first one.
All right, let's take a look at some of the action there from that second round. Paige, what'd you see?
Loved this early flurry. You know, I do feel like Johnson, he looks like the more composed fighter. His punches are coming a little bit straighter. He has a little better head movement. But Johnson, I mean, Siraj is coming, I feel like a lot, well, other than that, his punches are landing with a little bit more brute force.
And Kale came. He's had 3 big shots like that so far in the fight.
It's unreal. He just sits back and he waits and he waits and he waits, and as soon as he gets in a little trouble, he unloads that.
Step back, step back, step back.
All right, we're about set for round 3, and I'll be brutally honest with you. I've been pleasantly surprised at the action we've seen thus far between these two in our opening contest.
Same, you know, I'm loving the action. There's a few, of course, technical things I wish that we could change. I think we'd see a little more exciting. But Johnson, if he could just not lean his head backward every time he punches, right? He's leaning his head backwards, and he's not able to get that forward momentum. That's not utilizing his reach. If he could lean forward and use his reach, he would be landing all these beautiful, quick shots that he's throwing.
And we just saw Cal sticking out his tongue, putting his gloves up, dancing a little bit. Oh!
Oh, good back and forth.
Beautiful.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes from Ryan Johnston.
He's focused.
See, when you back your opponent up into the corner like this.
Oh, big right hands.
Beautiful shot. There is no reason to wait. Go. Your opponent's in the corner. Unload.
A minute gone here in this third round, and the action continues to pick up between Kale Siraj and Ryan Johnston.
Now, both of these fighters are kind of looking for that big money shot, right? They're looking for the power punch, but you gotta set those up. If we could see 4 or 5 punch combos out of these guys, they're throwing with heat. They could end this.
Oh, big right hand from Johnston.
But Cal fires back, and
oh, Johnston!
The referee couldn't even get in there fast enough. Wow.
Now, the ref starts an 8 count. He saw that the fighter was taking a little bit more damage than was necessary.
And Kale saying, what is this? I do not need this 8 count. All right, our first 8 count of the night, but we continue on.
Absolutely. With it pretty much being, I would say, an equal fight, that 8 count would give Johnston the upper hand in this round.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks like Cal is getting a little gassed out. Ryan still looks composed. Thoughts?
He still looks fresh.
Paige, when you start to get tired, that's when you start to throw those big haymakers, right?
Because that's all you have. And that's when you can tell a fighter who has been training, who has been doing the road work, putting in the gym work, they can put combos together. It's not that just throw and pray method, right? Where you're throwing one punch, hope it lands. You got to set your punches up a little bit, and truly better cardio can give you an advantage in that.
You bring up a great point because Ryan Johnson did exactly what you just said. Let's take a look at the action from the third round. And this is really Keem when Johnson started to take over.
Yeah, I mean, just one right after another. He has control here, and Cal's just trying to get out of trouble with those haymakers, and he doesn't quite do it.
Awesome jab right there. Uppercut following. Cross to follow. Beautiful combo. I like those combos when you put them together.
All right, here we go. Round 4 of a possible 5. Fusi, how are you scoring this one so far?
Wow, man, this one is really picking up. I had to give that one to Ryan. He really took over in the second half of that round. I thought Kale was controlling the tempo of the fight, but it seems like Ryan is beginning to find his groove.
So Fusi, the unofficial
Oh, we had a fighter forget their mouthpiece. Siraj was nice enough to point it out.
I tell you, it looks like Ryan is, the better boxer and looking better so far, but Cal is so entertaining to watch.
He really is. I think that's why I was so turned on to his training videos that he was posting repeatedly, telling the world what he was going to do. Still to come here tonight, our main event, Austin McBroom, YouTube superstar. Bryce, all big right hands from Ryan Johnston. You might think if you're watching at home that YouTubers and TikTokers can't really dislike each other, but Keem, some of these fighters tonight really do not like each other.
They hate each other, and it's not just this. It will be settled in the ring tonight. There'll be trash talk afterwards. It might go on for years with some of these two.
Beautiful.
How is he standing after that?
Johnson
Unbelievable.
Able to absorb.
And Kale Siraj just gave him props. He was like, good hit.
We got some blood coming out of Johnson's nose, though.
A big and another big right hand. And Johnston. And he's all over Kale Siraj. Ryan Johnston.
For the fences. Gets another 8 count. You said before this that Siraj was tough, and he is definitely proving that right now. That boy's tough.
No, he's a tough kid for sure. He's smiling over the corner, bleeding. Ryan's bleeding. This is turning into a bloodbath. I love it.
He just said to the ref, I'm tough. And the referee says, I know you're tough.
These boys better be tough because they're in a boxing match right now.
And there is energy here at ringside very, very quickly. Ryan Johnston looking to finish off Kale Siraj. Oh, and Siraj saved by the bell.
Amazing end to that round. I love the energy. I love that. Now they're both bleeding, right? That's what we want to see. We want to see fights. We want to see violence, and we're getting it.
I hope every fight is like this.
This has been amazing out of the gate. And clearly Ryan Johnston won that round. So if Fusi's scorecard is accurate, then we've got a 2-2 fight heading into the 5th round, which is exactly what we want. Let's look at Johnston. Had that big 4th round.
Ooh, that right.
Perfect right. Now, if he could put his feet underneath him and not be charging forward, that's a knockout punch.
Right?
Look at the combo.
Awesome jab. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss. Capitalize. Amazing head movement, right? That shows right there. He trained his head movement. Duck underneath. Make him pay.
And Ryan Johnston is absolutely laser focused, especially here in this 3rd and 4th round. Here we go, the 5th and deciding round, we believe. It's 2-2 at this point.
And talk about Ryan being focused. When we were watching these replays, it looks like lasers are coming out of his eye. I mean, he is really focused.
Still to come later tonight, DJ Khaled will be here. Migos will be here. Little Baby's in the house.
Now these two guys both, wow, fighting with emotion. They're both putting themselves a little out of position, right? Because they're throwing so aggressively. They both want to finish this fight.
Kale, rule number 1, never turn your back to your opponent.
No. That is rule number 1 in the gym. Do not turn your back.
Oh, another big right hand as Johnson's got blood coming out of his nose. Oh,
awesome right
big
hand.
Ryan's waiting for it. Can he do it now?
He's got to get out of that corner.
Really starting to tee off on Kale Siraj. Oh!
Looking up at the clock.
And the referee says that's it. He said that's enough.
Well, you got to hand it to Cal. I mean, amazing Jackson as they hug each other, celebrate the effort that went into this. What a fight.
I love that, right? You know, after they just shared a moment together, that's what people tell. They ask me all the time, why am I a professional fighter? Why do I go in there and fight? Well, it's special. It's something you just went out there and fought your heart out with another opponent. And yeah, you hug it out at the end because you shared something that nobody else can ever share that moment with you.
Ryan Johnston told us he would be calmer, he would be more ready, he would be in better shape, and everything he told us is exactly what played out.
And the controversy, if he should have been in the ring tonight, he proved it right now that he deserved this spot. He came out with a big W with the win here in the 5th round.
And you got to believe his 2.43 million subscribers on YouTube are screaming across this great land of ours for their guy, Ryan Johnston. Time for the official announcement. Let's send it up to Foos.
Edgehill has stopped the bout at 53 seconds in round 5. Your winner with a knockout from Team YouTube, Ryan Johnston!
Keem, what do you make of that first win?
Oh, that was awesome. I mean, absolutely loved it. I mean, that was nonstop action. That's what we want in this.
A lot of love, a lot of respect at the end between Kale Saraz and Ryan Johnston. Let's take a look at the fun stats presented by Stat Hero Survive the Game. And you can see that Ryan Johnston really took over in the 3rd, 4th, and early 5th round.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the power punches, 34-14, the total punches, 45-16. Ryan was in control, and he was just more composed to do this the right way.
All right, it's time to hear from our first winner of the evening. Let's send it up to Paige.
All right, we have our first winner of the night. You looked like a boxer out there. You looked like you had been training for this fight. What did you expect out of your opponent?
I expected for him to have better shorts. At least better shorts. But, you know, he actually did really good. I just knew that I have a little bit more experience doing this. And, you know, I gotta be the light.
And how serious did you take this? You know, you're stepping away from a huge platform, you're stepping away from your career to do this for your fans. Why do this?
Well, I mean, you can get hurt with this, like, really bad. So if you don't take it seriously, then that's not going to take you seriously at all, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to hurt you. So, yeah, I just train really hard.
What's next for you?
Bro, whoever wants it. Whoever wants it. On YouTube, TikTok, Google, whatever platform, I want it. So, you know, this is just the beginning for me. And I just got to say I love all my fans that's out here, everyone who supports me. I know you guys are out there. I love you guys so much. Honestly, I would not be here without you and my whole team. Look at my team. Look how amazing they are. All wearing all white. I love you guys. Look down, Tina's right here. I love you guys so much. Yeah.
Congratulations, you drew some blood, you won a fight, and let's take it back to our host, Charlemagne.
Thank you.
Wow, I don't know what I was expecting tonight, but it wasn't that. Them YouTubers and TikTokers is banging. Now that's one bout down, 6 more to go. Tonight's fighters are rolling up in here at the Hard Rock, getting suited up in the locker rooms and getting fired up to take down their opponents. So make sure and order your pay-per-view live stream right now at socialgloves.livebylive.com so you don't miss any of tonight's fights. Plus, you don't want to miss any of our live performances. Starting with our first artist right now, okay? He's a rapper, he's a singer.
I'm here with YouTube sensation Tanner Fox. Tanner, you were scheduled to be on tonight's fight card. Millions of people are wondering, what happened?
Oh, here, I'm talking here. The commission legitimately called it off. Like, that sounds like some bullshit, but that's what happened. Like, that's truthfully what happened.
Were you ready to fight? Like, did you want to accept and take this fight?
I showed up today to talk to everybody on the team and like try any possible way. I said we can wear headgear, whatever it is. I will sign a death waiver just so that me and Rylan could continue and do our fight today. And the commission was all of a sudden not having it yesterday. All I heard was that this was an exhibition and it didn't matter. And I accepted the 20-pound difference between me and my opponent. And today they couldn't make it happen. I'm not sure why, but the commission was all serious about it now.
Well, since your boxing career was cut short, is this the end of Tanner Fox boxing, or can we see you in the ring in the future?
We're definitely still beating Rylan's ass. It's just they wouldn't let me do it today.
Thank you so much, Tanner. Much respect.
Yeah.
Now, check out what you're going to get for today's pay-per-view.
I'm here to rep TikTok. I'll be with a bunch of TikTokers ready to take on a bunch of YouTubers.
You know, YouTubers have a different mentality. TikTokers, I feel like, you know, been around only for about a year or so. But we're gonna see who comes out on top.
I'll knock you out now and in the ring. How about you come over here and do some I feel like they're all washed up. I'm 21. I'm at my prime right now, buddy.
I got a lot of weight on my shoulders. I live for these moments. I'm really doing it for not only myself, but for my fans and my family. I'm looking for the first round knockout.
If you guys want to make some serious money, bet on me, because I am going to drop the out of a 30-year-old man come June 12th.
That is all later tonight, live on pay-per-view. Welcome back here ringside. This hour is completely free for you. I am the coach, Keepstar, and Paige Van Zandt. Now, coming up next, we've got Landon McBroom. He's a younger brother of Austin McBroom. And when you look at the McBroom family, they're athletes. They're coming in this taking very, very seriously. When you're an athlete, how much easier is it to train for this?
Once an athlete, always an athlete. You know, going into the gym, I was a professional dancer before I became a professional fighter, right? So, but I picked it up extremely easy at a young age because I was an athlete. It was in me. So I think we're going to see that tonight. Once an athlete, I truly believe he's going to come in here. He's going to look like a pro fighter because he has the athleticism to do so.
Now, Landon said it's disrespectful that Ben is telling the world he only started training a month ago, throwing his first punch a month ago.
All I know about Ben is he can take punishment. He does all these stunts on YouTube and gets hurt and does it over and over again.
Well, he normally wrecks himself on the on the concrete, but tonight the concrete is going to be hitting back. It's time for our second fight of the evening. Let's send it up the booth.
Representing Team TikTok, Ben Azalor.
He's only 19 years of age. And when you talk to him, Paige, he's certainly very confident in his abilities to take a punch and punishment.
Extremely confident. And you know what? When I was 19 and I was in the UFC, I was extremely confident too. So, you know what? I like the confidence. I like in his walkout right now, right? He looks stone cold. He looks ready to fight. This is the kind of guy that I feel like is going to carry it through the fight for him.
He has that very nervous smile on his face right now, team, because I think he's starting to realize I'm not jumping off some steps tonight. I'm jumping into the ring.
Well, we are seeing confidence, but I think the confidence for him is him just having fun, because him coming in this ring, getting beat up tonight is fun to him, believe it or not. There's no way he's winning.
Well, he told me, I was a little bit shocked when he said, hey, coach, I threw my first punch a month ago. I'm not even kidding.
Upset of the night.
No, it could be. It could be. All right. His opponent is ready to make that walk.
And now, representing Team YouTube, Landon McBroom.
In the world of social media, the McBroom name is absolute royalty.
I mean, them both being in this and Austin himself putting this all together, it's just unbelievable. A couple years ago, they sold out the Staples Center. I mean, it's unreal what this family can do.
Yeah, later tonight, Austin McBroom will be a part of the main event live on pay-per-view. If you haven't ordered it yet, order it right now. You don't want to miss those 5 fights on pay-per-view we have coming up tonight. But I guarantee you, Paige, that Austin is backstage right now watching this very, very closely because he's very tight with his brother, and they also want the Ace family and everything they're about to show up tonight?
There's been a few instances where brothers have fought either on the same night or within the same realm of each other. It has to be nerve-wracking, right? There's the Pettis brothers. They were UFC, Bellator fighters fighting the same night. If one person loses and the other wins, it's hard to go home to still. You don't know if you want to celebrate early or celebrate like after, or you hope that you both have a good night.
You're looking at a young man there who was diagnosed with lymphoma. He underwent chemo. He's now in remission. There's a lot of good stories underneath the stories here tonight, Keem, that we're going to tell as we go along.
I mean, if he's went through that and survived that and overcame that, I'm sure he'll overcome in the ring tonight.
Part of what makes him popular is his videos about his family, his daughter, the pranks. The more real it is, the better and more popular you are.
That's true, and that's how I feel like I was able to build my social media platform. You know, I'm not a social media star. I built mine because I'm a professional fighter, but I also feel like you need to show people like to see real people they can connect with. They can really share the same story with you, and that's how a lot of these people have been able to build their brands because other people want to be just like them.
All right, Paige, let's take a look at the tail of the tape for our second bout here tonight. Landon McBroom and Ben Azalard. Break it down for us.
All right, here obviously we see the age advantage to McBroom, slight height advantage to Ben. Let's see if he can use that. But I really like the reach advantage here, right? 73 inches to 69 and a half. That matters if he can use it. Let's see if Ben was training. If he was training, then he's going to be able to use that reach advantage here.
And you can see the subscribers. Look at that. Ben, a megastar with 13.5 million subscribers. That's huge.
I'll be honest with you. I'm very, very uncomfortable when I talk to you guys that have these followings. I'm sitting in the room, and I don't even belong there. But the headgear is set, so we're set for fight number 2. Let's go.
In the blue corner, representing Team TikTok, weighing in at 172.5 pounds with 13.5 million TikTok followers from tropical Kailua, Hawaii, the Prince of Pranks, Ben Azalard.
Let's go.
And in the red corner, representing Team YouTube, weighing in at 171 pounds, topping 3 million subscribers from Palmdale, California, the younger McBroom, face of Ace, Landon McBroom!
Clear the ring. Let's go, baby. Clear the ring, gentlemen. I gave you both the instructions before the fight. You know what's expected of you. In the case of a knockdown, somebody goes to the neutral corner, you obey my commands at all times. Are we clear? Yes. Are we clear? Touch gloves if you wish. To your opponents.
Room.
Oh.
We saw that, the no glove touch, which, you know what, looking back at some previous fights, the no glove touch tends to be a little bad luck vibe, but we'll see if that's true here in this amateur boxing fight.
Well, they're both smiling. Let's see who's not going to smile at the end.
Well, Landon McBroom said he doesn't think that Ben will land one punch in this fight, is what he told me.
You know, in boxing, typically you will always have a...
Oh, wow! Wow!
And there it is.
Amazing. Right.
Out of nowhere!
5, 6. All right,
Landon McBroom unloading.
Well,
McBroom, you know what? I feel like you called this one.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Ben. Welcome to the show.
Love the head movement. I love this in and out, right? He's always out of range or in range, moving and punching.
And here is the problem, that Ben's punches are not going to affect Landon at all.
At all.
So he can come straight with him.
You can see the power that McBroom has, right? You can see that each of his punches, he has his feet underneath him. He's not over his front foot.
Big right hand, another big right hand. Don't forget, tonight our main event, Bryce Hall, Austin McBroom, Landon's older brother, live on pay-per-view at the top of the hour in less than 10 minutes.
Well, if this goes the way I think it's going to go, YouTube is going to be in the lead with 2 wins. TikTok will be down.
Oh!
Beautiful right hand. I can see Ben kind of has those stars in his eyes, right? Where he doesn't quite realize what he's gone into.
Well, the smile that was on his face coming down to the ring before the bell is long gone.
You know, but after all that, you do see Ben pushing forward. You know, he's not backing down. It's fun to see this.
Which is commendable, right? But in a fight like this, his strategy's not working. It's time to turn the page, change to a new strategy.
McBroom, clearly the game plan is to load up with that right hand. And so far, he's connected several times in this first round.
He has. I love this, though. You know, I was curious going into these fights. It's YouTubers versus TikTokers. Would we see somebody that could actually be a real fighter? And now looking at it, McBroom, he's got the capability. I like a lot of what he's doing, and I could see him actually being in a real boxing match.
You know, it's kind of surprising how much Ben ate those punches, and he still looks relatively healthy.
Well, you can see his corner telling him, when you get hit, try to lock up, try to buy some time.
And that's a problem, right? He's standing really tall, and all these punches coming straight in. He needs to get low, have a lot more head movement, and he wouldn't eat all these. Head super high up. Overhand right. Overhand right.
Well, I don't think we need to go to Foose to ask who he had winning that first round.
Now this is the moment, though. Ben needs to buckle down and realize if he actually wants to do this or not.
Landon told us, he said, I find it disrespectful to me that Ben would only train for a month. I've been going at this since January. Foose, what'd you have in that first round?
I had that one heavily in favor of Landon. And I actually saw it getting socked in the first, and I don't see it going much further than this.
We agree with you, Foose.
And that's the thing about these 16-ounce gloves, right? If these were in real boxing gloves, the gloves they use to compete in, a lot of these punches could be, you know, end of the night punches, right? Those could finish the fight. That's why they have these big gloves on. They want to protect these athletes as much as possible. They're out there. This is for fun, right? But extremely competitive match. I am loving what I'm seeing out of McBroom.
And now Ben's starting to get his feet. Don't turn your back, son.
Don't turn your back.
We've seen Ben spin a couple times out there.
Oh, another big right hand from McBroom. But now Ben is starting to get a couple. Oh!
Overhand right.
Oh, and that's it. It's over.
Waved it off. Nope.
Okay, it's not over yet.
No, he's still in.
Got another 8 count.
Walk to me. I'm gonna give a latitude. You want me?
Tough kid. I mean, he really is a tough kid.
And right there, the ref asked him, do you want to continue? And he said yes.
I think he said what first.
And then he said yes.
This guy's YouTube is him doing dangerous stunts, getting hurt all the time, walks it off, laughs it off. I mean, Ben is super tough, and he just came in for the fun of it.
Oh, another big one. I think that's it.
Right.
That's it.
That's all it. Yeah. What we saw here is the power punches counted. The training experience mattered. You're getting in the ring with somebody who is trained, it counts.
Well, Landon McBroom told us, I've been training, I'm serious, I'm going to pound him, and he won't land one punch. Pretty much everything he said just happened.
That's exactly what happened, but I must say, you know, the way Ben acted in that ring, it just made me have some confidence and thought maybe, somehow, some way, we would see that big upset, but it didn't happen.
No, it didn't, and I think we knew early on, Paige, it probably was going to be a one-sided affair.
That's what we thought, and a lot of times we're seeing these matchups like, right, we have Jake Paul taking on Tyrone Woodley. The difference is, Jake Paul, he's training, right? These guys, of course, internet sensations, you gotta train, and that's what makes these fights, the Mayweather-Paul fight, exciting to watch because they trained and prepared to fight, and that will carry you through a fight like this.
I talked to his coach, McBroom's coach, and he said that he had the easiest fight of the night. Like, this was going to be super easy, and we just saw it right here. I mean, it shows you put the work in and you have some talent. I mean, you were saying earlier, Paige, you know, how much this guy looks like an actual real fighter.
Absolutely. There were so many aspects of this, all these big overhand rights. If he could have put combos together, I think that's going to be the common theme we see, right? When you've been training for a long time, you know to put your combos together. He would have ended it a lot sooner. Combos, punches, and bunches.
All right, it's time for the official announcement. Let's send it up to the ring.
Referee Chris
Molina has stopped the bout at 30 seconds into round 2. Your winner with a knockout from Team YouTube, Landon McBroom.
All right, very quickly, let's take a look at the final punch stats presented by Stat Hero Survive the Game. Absolute domination by Landon McBroom. All right, we're almost headed for the top of the hour. Let's send it up to our incredible host, Charlemagne the God.
Hey, man, salute to my man Landon McBroom. I think Ben thought his youth was going to win that for him, but no, training does. I am highly entertained. Right now, as we speak, fighters from Team TikTok and Team YouTube are suiting up, getting their game faces on and planning their strategy to bring home the W for their respective platforms. And for you guys watching right now, the clock is ticking. No, literally, the clock is ticking. We're seconds away from the start of the pay-per-view. Are you Team TikTok? Are you Team YouTube? Get ready to cheer for your favorites and order the Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms pay-per-view live stream right now at socialgloves.livebylive.com. Are you ready? If those first 2 fights were any indication of what we're about to see, we are in for a highly, highly entertaining night. Like I said earlier, man, some of these guys have really been training. They've been taking it serious, and they should, because this is going to dictate bragging rights for years to come on their respective social media platforms. Nobody wants to be a meme. Nobody wants to be a GIF. People want to go out there and they want to represent correctly, and that is about to happen right now. We are here at the Hard Rock Stadium. If y'all ready, I need the energy to go up. I need the energy to go up. I need the energy to go up. We are here. It's almost time. It's almost time, y'all. If y'all ready, make some noise. Here we go. Perfect. What up, bro? How are you? Cal about to perform?
Miami, Florida, Dade County 305. YouTubers, TikTokers, are y'all ready? Put your hands up out there. Feel this energy. Make sure you get everything. The purple linen, the Nikes, the Jordans. Shout out to everybody out there. The silk shirt. What's up, brother? Everything good? Nothing but love. Put your hands up right now. Put your hands up, everybody, right here. YouTubers, TikTokers. You ready for this fight? You ready? What's up? Love, respect. Get your pictures right now. Get something iconic. The battle of the platform.